It's the episode 11 of season 4 of Touch a Cell with Tony and the gang. And I'm so happy because the session is gradually grinding to a halt. And what a day this day has been for us. It's the day that we celebrate the Red Umbrella Walk. And I can tell you, the last time we had this walk was 2019. In 2020, we couldn't have it. In 2021, we couldn't have it because of COVID. But thank God, COVID is gradually going down the drain. And we are here today to celebrate and to encourage our people and to create awareness around sickle cell, And that's how our day has been today. And gladly, we are able to come on this show again. I'm not going to be doing this alone. I have the full members of the Touch a Cell gang. When we come after the adventures of Baba Shukura, I will introduce the members of the gang that are with me today. Let's do this.
Welcome. This na Baba Shukura radio drama.
Daddy, what's the name of the longest river in Nigeria?
Oshun, or you must be Oshun. At the river Oshun, it's long gone, you.
Daddy, it is not Oshun River at all. It is River Niger.
But Oshun River self long gone. It long go.
Okay, what is the name of the man who invented electricity?
You mean the person we first get light for Nigeria?
No, Daddy. The man that invented electricity in the world, what is his name?
She be Nepa ni. Abi how you want make I know that one? Sukura, don't mind that, Jerry. So, Joe, who be the man we first get light for the world?
Well, Benjamin Franklin, through his experiments, was the first to discover that lightning and electric
Now my pickings are be book like this. I thank God. I see she the blue grammar like see now Oyibo land and Bonam. I feel like to cry, but how I won't take explain to her. I just make God help me take this sickness away from her. Pata na in remain.
There's something I want to tell you.
Oh yeah, now I did hear you.
My boyfriend wants us to go out on a date.
Your boyfriend.
What do you talk, Kiloso? You know fit talk again. Your tongue don't enter your mouth.
Madam, calm down now. Make we hear her first.
Kini, calm down, Kini. You better open your mouth now and talk now.
Shukura, I beg. Explain to me and your mama. Waiting you they try talk.
Auntie talk yo.
Mommy, I said.
You said Kini. Said Kini.
Mama Shukura, allow the girl to talk now.
Oh, now me you suppose to face Abi. Abi the pikin wey talk wetin no make sense.
Look, Shukura is just 7 years.
Only 7 years, yo.
And then we go need to listen to her more now. Pass as we they do before. So Shukura, wetin be this talk of boyfriend we?
Boyfriend? 7 years, boyfriend.
Mama Shukura, kilo dey gone. Relax now.
Okay.
Shukura, oh yeah, I dey hear you.
The boy is my closest friend in school. So today he told me to ask my parents if they would allow me come on a date with him because there's a place he would like us to go together.
I got me only 7 years. Only 7 years, Baba Shukura.
Shukura, when be this outing?
This weekend.
Okay. Wetin go happen be say? Just tell that your boyfriend say now me and you go come together.
Baba Shukura?
So I can go, Daddy?
Go where?
Yes, you go. But I dey come with you.
Thank you so much, Daddy. I love you.
I pity you, Baba Shukura. Sebi you know say na you dey spoil this girl. You won't make a 7-year-old pikin dey go out with boyfriend?
Look, remember when those better family people come market the other day? Part of wetin dem talk be say time dey change and our children dey change too. So make we realize say our work as parents na to guide dem through all these things.
Hey, story, Baba Sukura. Story.
Wetin I wan do na to follow her there, meet the boy and warn am not to near my daughter again. If we say make she no go, she fit from back go dey meet the boy till the boy go do something bad to am.
Baba Sukura, now you sabi this your plan, no? Because if you leave me, Mama Sukura, she no go even step one leg come out for this house.
Just leave am for me. Shey, if you no step one leg come out for house, how I want to see you that time?
You know say our own story different now. I don't pass 7 years that time.
Shukura, you sure say na here?
But Dad, you're the one with the address.
I just dey wonder why your boyfriend go want make corner come meet where people plenty like this.
I don't know either. Like I told you, he just said I would love you to be here. He was even happy when I told him you would be coming with me. That's him over there.
Shukura.
Hi, Christopher. This is my dad.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. How you dey?
I'm fine, sir. I asked Shukura to come here today because this event organized by the Sickle Cell Advocacy and Management Initiative is a good platform for us to meet and listen to the organizers on how we can live a better life.
And look, I am really happy you invite her here. And where is your papa and mama?
They're over there.
Testing microphone.
They're about to start.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you here today. It is our utmost pleasure to always having you here. Like we always say, you are awesome. Today we are going to be talking about antibiotics for sickle cell carriers. Children with sickle cell anemia may begin taking the antibiotics penicillin when they are about 2 months old. Doing so helps prevent infections such as pneumonia, which can be life-threatening to an infant or child with sickle cell anemia.
Hello, Baba Sukura.
I beg, just leave everything where you dey do now. Make it dey come.
You don't cassie boy. Make her come bite her.
You be bulldog, the boy is just a 10-year-old boy. And a seminar for people who get sickle cell. And now the boy invite Shukura come. Then we talk plenty things wey be say you go help our daughter here. So make yourself dey come now. So you go use your ear hear am.
Otidano, I dey come na. Where my slippers? Wait.
Did you enjoy Baba Shukura and Mama Shukura and Shukura and their lovely boyfriend? What an experience that is. But you can see that for 10-year-old, 7-year-old, these people are just jolly good lucky people. They just want to enjoy, have fun. So, and they want to learn. So, but they don't know how to express it, and that's why you have the word boyfriend, girlfriend. But that's what it is. Today, we are going to be discussing something that is very important. We just want to gist with you. You know, we've had the work today, and we've had experiences listening to people that we met on the street. So we felt today it's very important for us to just discuss, I need to know. Those important tips that you need to know as a caregiver or as somebody that's just a regular citizen who meets a friend who lives with sickle cell, who meets a neighbor who lives with sickle cell. Some of those things that you need to know. And that's what we're going to be discussing today. And I have with me the fantastic members of this gang. I have Maureen Wachi, I have Deborah Onu, and I have Peter Oshikoya. So all of us, we are going to be doing this together today. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, members of the gang. How are you doing today?
I'm fine. Good evening, everybody.
Good day.
Hello. Good evening, everybody.
And it's good to be doing this with you today after the walk. How was the walk, Debbie?
It was great. It was amazing. Thank you.
Maureen, how was it on your end?
Same old, but this time around I didn't stress myself. So some of us just want to sit and be taken care of,
Yeah, cool. And we know the person that used to bring the energy. So Peter, how was it today? Did you bring the energy again?
Well, it was a fantastic event. We had fun, yes, and the work was engaging. We had fun, that's the height of it. Fun. It's always a fun work, year in, year out.
Wow, awesome. And tomorrow, by the way, is World Sickle Cell Day. World Sickle Cell Day, amazing thing was given to us by the United Nations. United Nations finally recognized sickle cell as a global issue. Although we still have one or two things, but at least we thank them that they gave us a day, June 19th. So never mind that tomorrow is Sunday, we are still going to be on your faces talking about sickle cell. So don't worry, that's the way it's going to be this year. Now let's get back to the topic of the day. I need to know basic care tips for caregivers. Now, we're on the street today, and I'm sure with your experiences with people, some people will feel what's happening here, okay. For somebody who just gave birth to a child who lives with sickle cell, and they are worried, they're concerned. Okay, of course, they see people move up and down. You are older, but they still have babies who are probably less than 6 months, who are 1 year old, 2 year old. So, Peter, let's start from there. If someone just has a child and that child lives with sickle cell, they are worried, they are hungry, what should they do? Where should they start from?
Okay, so the first thing is for them to be calm, then they go for genetic counseling. Now, genetic counseling gives them access to the accurate information about sickle cell. Now, what are they supposed to expect during the genetic counseling? They are to expect the genetic counselor wants to know their history. What do they know about sickle cell? What has their experience been about sickle cell prior to this? If they don't know, do they have a family with sickle cell? Do they have siblings with sickle cell? Now, this helps the counselor know how to educate them. Now, because some people have siblings, but they don't know what it is. Some have heard that their family has, but they don't know what to do. So when they get this information from them, whether they need to dispel the knowledge they have and give them a new one, is depending on the information they give. So in genetic counseling, they are to get access of accurate information. Then two, they get to know where to go as regarding their health care, what to expect in genetic counseling. So they get to know where to get the right care for their children, how to care for their children, and where to refer them to. So as a genetic counselor, after the counseling, they are referred to, if they are not yet registered to any hospital, they are referred to a pediatric hospital, because for children, they have to be referred to a pediatrician. And they also refer to support groups. Now, support groups helps the family relate with people who are like their children, families who have children with sickle cell as well. Then in the clinic, they have access to doctors' knowledge. They are able to engage the doctors on, okay, what is wrong with their child part-time, and they're able to know what drugs to use and either the effects or side effects of the drugs. So they get everything in genetic counseling, everything, all necessary information from management to where to go and how to move on with life. So it basically just helps them to understand the situation of things, and also helps them to be calm and move forward accordingly.
All right, fantastic. That's a fantastic way to start. So you are saying that, okay, now that I know that my child lives with sickle cell, the first part, of course, should be a genetic counselor. And the genetic counselor will now direct me to the health professionals, the doctors, the nurses, and all those people that we meet in the hospital line. And then we now talk about support groups, where you know that you are not doing this alone. You are not doing this alone. You actually need, you can actually gain support from other people's experiences. Now, thank you very much, Peter. Let me bring Debbie in at that point. Let me bring Debbie in at this point. So, Debbie.
You mean?
Yes, thank you, with your lovely face. So, Debbie, a support group, why are they so important for somebody living with sickle cell? And where can they get some people to help them?
Okay, joining support group is very important because it makes you feel less lonely, and it also makes you stay motivated to manage your chronic condition. And for me, I would say joining a support group gives you bigger chances of being yourself around people, because you get to see other people and you share one or two things, and there are things you don't know and they will pull you through, which sort of give you an idea of how to manage yourself. Joining other support groups like Sickle Cell Advocacy and Management Initiative also help you with also help you with drugs. You get to see doctor. We give doctor consultation and sometimes counseling. Now this helps you because we've come to realize that some of these people don't like going to the hospital. So at Sickle Cell Advocacy and Management Initiative, we stand in as a bridge between the hospital and our beneficiaries to help them take some of this burden off them.
Fantastic thought there. Fantastic thought there. And I like the fact that you use that to promote our brand. That one makes sense, like Baba Shukura used to say.
So because not everyone are willing to be open. Some of these people cannot talk cannot communicate with doctors properly. So we bring in-house doctor who will make them comfortable and understand their point of pain, or should I say rather point of view, because we make them comfortable. So run a free monthly clinic where they could come and we make them comfortable and give them chances to open up and speak to the doctors.
So, Debbie, I would like to add, now, do you help them in areas like, for people where they treat like people like us? Person will never shop, how you want to take drugs? Does SAMI, do we have programs that can help people maintain a stable source of income, that at least they can be getting something doing? Like empowerment.
Yes, we have the SAMI Empowerment Support Group. This happens once a year where we help our beneficiaries go through a training section. We empower them and we give them support to start a business of their own, for them to be able to cater for their children, or probably as an individual, for them to be able to help themselves pay some medical bills as well.
That's fantastic. Thank you very much, Debbie, for that. So I like the perspective that you brought into it, that by supporting people with knowledge, they can actually now go into the streets, go into the marketplace and do one or two things that can help them bring some money in. And by them bringing money in, with what we do at Extra Care, for example, where they get free drugs, if what they do, they can use it to get money to take care of their family, then the two becomes one and it makes sense. So I love the perspective of what you just touched, and we can see that Sammy actually plays an all-inclusive role in the life of a person living with sickle cell and their family. On that note, let's quickly go on this break. Let's have our sickle cell community news.
Welcome to the Sickle Cell Community News. My name is Sandra Omuzlike. On the news today, over 1,000 converge for Red Umbrella Walk. 8-year-old sickle cell warrior gets support from telecom organization. The news in full. Over 1,000 converge for Red Umbrella Walk. Over 1,000 sickle cell warriors and their caregivers converge in 3 Nigerian cities, Lagos, Abuja, and Warri today, to create awareness about the genetic disorder among general public. As they walked on roads and streets, they raised their voices against every form of stigmatization and discrimination. They also used the opportunity to urge well-meaning individuals, corporate organizations, and the government to provide support which could allay the daily burden of living with the condition. 8-year-old sickle cell warrior gets support from telecom company. An 8-year-old sickle cell warrior, Hamed Ahmed, has received the support of one of Nigeria's top 4 telecom companies. The support, which covers the medical and educational needs of the boy, has come as a huge relief to the family. In his 8 years, Ahmed has been through a lot of challenges, including a fire incident which got him terribly burnt. Ahmed's story is a passionate call to corporate organizations to provide succor to more sickle cell warriors. And this concludes the Sickle Cell Community News for today. Kindly join us next week for a fresh package. Thank you.
On the Sickle Cell Community News, we bring you up to speed with the latest information and activities that happen in the sickle cell community. So join us again next week for that particular segment of Touch a Cell with Tony and the gang. Now we are back to the topic. I need to know basic care tips for caregivers. At this point, I would need someone who knows a bit more about the medical aspect, and I know that our mama, as we used to call her in the office, Maureen, would help us in that area. So, Maureen.
Hi, Yomi. Yeah.
Yes. So, for someone, okay, we've learned about that they need to meet a genetic counselor. They need to go to an hospital where they get to meet doctors and nurses and all other health professionals regularly. And they also need to join a support group. Now, we give routine medications that, okay, take this one today, take this one in the night, all those things. But many of them still just feel that, oh, using it. Many of them don't really understand the importance of these drugs to their health. So I want you to please try and expatiate more on why we take routine medications, what do these routine medications, what do they do for us, and all those things. Let's just talk around medications.
All right. Thank you, Yomi. Every other person who have spoken before now, they have done extremely well. So speaking about medications, so we have routine medications for people living with sickle cell. They are called routine because they are medications you need to take daily. And when I mean daily, I mean daily, daily, daily for the rest of your life. Yes, yes, yes. I know it can be quite tiring, exhausting to keep taking medications. I mean, I've gotten to the point where I have to set alarm on my 2 phones to when one just stops ringing, the other one is ringing to remind me that I have to take my medications daily, or else there are some days I'll forget and I'll just stylishly skip it like that. Okay, so routine medications for people living with sickle cell include things like folic acid, for instance. So folic acid is it's actually something that can help build one's blood. It helps build one's blood. We have the B complex, almost does the same thing, but in addition, it's also a vitamin that helps strengthen some some parts of the body system, so that your body can absorb all these other nutrients when you eat. We have the vitamin C, which can help keep your immunity, the immune system strong, and fight against diseases when they come. We have our paludrin for those of us here in West Africa, where malaria is endemic. So we use the paludrin as a prophylaxis against malaria. But that does not mean people cannot get malaria. So sometimes when people get malaria, they treat malaria. So paludrin is just to ward away against, because we know malaria can be detrimental to the health of those living with sickle cell. And we have multivites of various types. We have something like the black tablet multivite, not the iron building multivite, not the red one, because that is not for people living with sickle cell. Then we have is a syrup. I'm sure you know Feedsin. It's also a type of multivite that you can use to, keep your immune system tapped into the system, because what happens with sickle cell, it gets enough nutrients as much as the blood cells die off with normal hemoglobin. So we need as body possible. So this is why we have all these medications. Then there's this hydroxyurea, which is prescribed by your doctor, by your hematologist. It helps sickle cells in one's body system and increase the fetal hemoglobin, allowing you have less complications that can. There are certain modifications one needs to, before one can by your hematologist as well, so that you are sure that it's being harmful to your system or not. Prescribed to younger children, because the younger years are the most, the very hectic years. They are the most detrimental to children living with sickle cell, between the ages of 1 and 5 or 1 and 10, because especially when children are young, when toddlers, they start walking, them now, you chase them, you can't catch them. Anything they see, they are putting in their mouths. Things like that just small things like that. They are running everywhere. They don't even know when they are tired or when they should rest. So that is stressing them. Then putting their hands everywhere and trying to put anything they see into their mouth, that can introduce all kinds of organisms into their system that can make them sick all the time. And because they are, very little, they cannot express themselves properly. sometimes it's very tough for the parents to know what is wrong, and sometimes because they can be very active, some parents do not even know something is wrong until it's very late. So penicillin V is it's just penicillin actually with an extra something in it. It's for children in that younger years. It's given to them so that it's like a prophylaxis as well, to keep them away from harmful bacteria or germs that could be detrimental to their health. So it helps keep them strong and all that. So apart from all these that I've mentioned, we have newer innovations, to keep people living with sickle cell kicking every day. Some have not been introduced in this part of the world yet, but some of you who are maybe watching from other parts of the world, like Europe, USA, Canada, some of you have tried some of this medication from AstraZeneca, from Pfizer. I can't remember their names now, but they are all there out there in the internet when we check. And some of you have testified to, the good nature of having access to these medications, and they are keeping you well, prim and proper, and proper and kicking all day. So it is very necessary. It's just for us to live our lives to the maximum, without them you can't live to the maximum, but it helps to keep one stronger, a little bit more, much more healthier, and keep you away from always maybe falling sick. It's not like one cannot have crisis with them. You may have crisis, we will have crisis with them even while taking them to the latter, but it may not be as frequent as it should be without them. So this is the essence of using routine medications, drinking enough fluid, water, and fluid. I don't want to say, let me say drink enough water, because if I say fluid now, some people say drink fluid now, and every day na tea, every day na coffee, or every day na Coke. Please, let's try and keep away from it, taking lots of fizzy drinks too, because they have been shown to affect bones of some people that live with sickle cell actually. For some people, it may not be for everybody, but it's good to keep it clean, because our body is already fighting, and it's better to keep our body, give it less thing to fight about. So let's try and keep it clean, take more water, and we'll be all good. So that's it from me.
When you talked about fluid, what came to my mind is, thank God, though, Maureen has given us leeway. We should go and be carrying all the green bottles and all those ones that say they help your phone, they help everything. All right. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Thank you.
All right. So let's take this short break, and we have all the members of the guests, all the members of the gang at once.
They say a child born with sickle cell can live beyond the age of 21. They say sickle cell is a death sentence. They say they can't hold a job or run a successful business, that they can't live a healthy, productive life. They say. But is this true? Join Tony and the gang on the Touch As You Show.
Yeah, we are back from that short break, and I've actually enjoyed this show. So, but as a way of rounding up, Maureen, you've talked about drugs, but another important part is food. And there's one that you have raised in the office that I feel like, as you go and carry placard and say, no. The one that you say beans is a carbohydrate, I beg. Help us now. We like beans.
I know we've always been taught that beans is a protein, but the protein in it, let me speak like my chemistry teacher now. The protein in beans is negligible. meaning it's almost close to non-existent or something like that. So beans, it's not that kind of protein as we have been taught over time. So, but there are other sources of protein now,
like
animal protein, meat. We have fish, we have eggs.
Thank God, I know be vegetarian, I be a vegan, I be now what you call them. All right, Debbie. I'm sure you are like Miss Sammy today. I just promoting Sammy up and down. So, in this period, how do people support you? How do people support Sammy on this journey? Like, I know Otedola now, and I want to bring him. What should we do?
One of the things you do is you can support us by giving us money. You can support us by helping to visit our office. We'll show you what we do around here, and you could.
I like the way you call money. Actually, you just call the money and just smile.
There are other things you can actually donate to us, which will go a long way.
Yeah, we actually need donation. I beg.
Yes, we need donations from you, and we need your support as well. We're glad that you're always there to support us each time we reach out to you, but it's never enough. We still need you by ourselves to keep this going.
Yeah, awesome. So, Peter, people saw you on the road today and they saw you with that energy. I beg, you they distribute that energy. How do you get it? Tell us.
How do I get energy? I don't know. I can't say this is how I get my energy. I just basically eat well, rest when I can, then every other thing is advocacy.
So every other thing is important.
Every other thing, eating well is important. Using of your drugs is important. Rest is key. Then I take a lot of water. So as long as I'm doing all this, take my vegetables at least 4 times a week, I'm good to go anytime, any day.
Wow. For people who don't like fruits at all, what should they do?
They will learn. So if you don't like fruits or vegetables, so I tell people that it's easy. What are those things that you like to eat on the normal day? You like rice, use vegetable to eat it. You like spaghetti, use vegetable to eat it. You like anything you like that is edible.
Wow.
Inculcate adding bits of vegetables into it. Try eating fruits once or twice a week. If you try this for 3 months, they say when you try something for 21 days, it becomes an habit, right? Yeah. But try it once a day, once a week for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. You become a part of you. All these things, I learned all of them, and I practiced it. That's how I can do it. It's ease. So I remember somebody saying he knows how to drink water, and I said, okay, bring 3 sachets of pure water, and you take 3 sachets. By the time I finished the second one, he was still struggling with the first one. So, but it's practice. Practice. When you practice all these things, it becomes a part of you.
Practice, practice, practice. So, as a caregiver, I think that's a very good way to close the show. Everything that you have heard today, don't just let it lie there. Practice, practice, practice. And that's how you get better at it. It's been a wonderful show, gang. As in, after the day of work, we now came and we relaxed and we concluded the day on a great day like this. Thank you, Debbie, for coming to the show.
Thank you, Yomi. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, the energy pumping Peter.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mama Maureen.
Thank you. Bye, guys. See you next time.
Right. And so that's how we conclude the show for today. We have 2 more episodes to go in this season. I feel you should go all back to YouTube, and our YouTube channel is Sammy Update Space TV. Sammy Update. That's one word. Then put a space, then TV. That's how to connect with us. You are going to see all the episodes 1, 2, 3 till this moment, and you can learn a lot from everything that we have done. In fact, if you go through that channel, you see a lot of educating materials, educational materials, and you're even going to see ways by which you can support us, you can volunteer with us, you can partner with us, you can donate with us. That's what this YouTube, and that's what the YouTube channel is for. And you can also follow us on our Facebook at Sammy Update, on Twitter at Sammy Update, and on Instagram at Sammy Update. And don't forget to look at us on our website. Our website is www.sicklecelladvocacy.org. www.sicklecelladvocacy.org. This show, Touch a Cell, is proudly a production of Sickle Cell Advocacy and Management Initiative. And one more, and to say thank you very much. See you next week. Bye.